A blessed day to all of us. I want to express my greetings and appreciation to all our teachers headed by our able principal, also all parents, and especially our graduates. I understand that this is a unique way of celebrating God's goodness in your lives as we now come to recognize and acknowledge your efforts, your persistency, and finishing one step in your pursuit of your career. And I want to say thank you for being part of this wonderful celebration. Many years back, I am one of those students in this wonderful alma mater, Mangkayin National High School. And I didn't realize that, God brought me and opened many opportunity for me to somewhat being used by Him in many ways. Modesty aside, I didn't realize that God started opening many opportunities for me to travel to more than 40 nations in the world, being invited as their speakers, not only in a religious sake, but in leadership as well as in the entrepreneurial body of businessmen. Why I was able to experience all of those? Not because I am very talented, but I come to discover something that I believe everyone can also be identified and pursue, especially in relation to our passions in life, and that is the spirit of excellence. A spirit of excellence doesn't mean that you need to become perfect in all your ways, but the spirit of excellence will always start with your passion. What is your passion in life? Because many people has dream yet they lack passion. And that passion is an element of the spirit of excellence because spirit of excellence is the spirit of God. And the God we serve has gifted us with unique abilities, unique gifting. And so, with that spirit of excellence, we may be able to realize those dreams in life. I know that many of you maybe has limited your dreams just because of our resources in life. Iniisip ninyo na hindi niyo kayang magpatuloy sa kanyang pag-aaral dahil po sa pangailangan. But I want you to realize that if you have that passion, dreams, especially recognizing that gift of God inside of you, and that is the spirit of excellence, nothing can hinder you in realizing your dreams. And so, I would like to bring to you one person in the Bible whom I regard to be one of my heroes, the man Daniel. I would like us to read Daniel chapter 6, verse 3. It is here, then this Daniel was preferred above the presidents and princes, because an excellent spirit was in him, and the king thought to set him over the whole kingdom. I want you to realize that Daniel was a man from Judah. Judah was at the time under the ruling of Egypt, because Egypt rose in power and subjugated Judah and all the nations that under Egypt that time, because Babylon became powerful and was able to conquer Egypt. And all the subjects of Egypt was became under the leadership or rulership of Babylon. Daniel and his friend was brought to Babylon to serve the king. Their level was servants. But Daniel carries that spirit of excellence, although he was brought there as servant. But he rose in power and became so influential in the empire of Babylon. So I would like to share with you the secret why Daniel rose in power and became one of those most influential man in the empire of Babylon. Success through spirit of excellence. What is excellence? Excellence is standing right with God, no matter what. And not only that, doing right things even others are not. And living a life of no compromise. Daniel chapter 1 verse 8 tells us that Daniel has purposed in his heart not to defile himself. And spirit of excellence is being an exceptional in your own pursuit in life. These are elements of excellence which Daniel has enjoyed because he embraced those principles. So ang tanong po mga kapatid, tisulod-sod ay atin nga kaabsat. Why spirit of excellence is extremely necessary in the realization of our dreams in life. Like Daniel, though he was brought to Babylon as servant, but he operated in the spirit of excellence. Something that has brought him into a very unique position that eventually became a man whom the king trusted so much. With his advice, Babylon at the time need to have at least 120 presidents. People who would govern the different nation in the world under the empire of Babylon. Daniel became one of those important persons. But nonetheless, because he has that spirit of excellence, when the king need to select three to be personally the advisor of the king, Daniel became one of those three important people who has direct access of the king and at the same time serves as the advisor of the emperor. And Daniel was not only part of the three, but he is number one among the three. Why Daniel rose in that level of functioning? Very important position because of that spirit of excellence. And why is it extremely important for us to develop that spirit of excellence? Because number one, spirit of excellence makes us distinct among others. If you will start now pursuing the spirit of excellence, that spirit of excellence will take care of other needs of your life, and it will enable you become distinct among others. Daniel chapter 6 verse 3 tells us, now Daniel so distinguished himself among the administrators and leaders of that land. The good thing with the spirit of excellence It's a gift from the Lord. Each of us can develop that. Studying in that reputed school, I recognized that I was below average. I did not know that someday in the future, with my pursuit of that spirit of excellence, God started opening many opportunities for me, not only to ministry in different levels in our country, but just like what I mentioned a while ago, modesty aside, was able to travel to more than 40 nations in the world. I experienced to be interpreted by nationals for the people there to understand the message. It is somewhat very unique experiences, but that keeps me continually realized that without God, we cannot do what seems to be exceptional, realizing our limitations in life. Second important things that I would like to share with you, why spirit of excellence is so important, because spirit of excellence enable us excel in our exceptional qualities. God has gifted us with qualities in life, abilities. But if you would embrace the spirit of excellence enable you excel in your exceptional qualities. There is no reason for you to compare your life to others. There is no reason to look down yourself because you are uniquely gifted by the Lord. And as you realize that you are uniquely gifted by the Lord and embracing the spirit of excellence in God's own way, as you would rely on Him, He will enable you. You know, Daniel has experienced that. In the same verse, it says here, by his exceptional qualities that the king planned to set him over the whole kingdom. Daniel wasn't just an average person, but he realized the importance, the necessity of pursuing the spirit of excellence. And eventually, that spirit of excellence enabled him rose in that level of exceptional qualities that even the emperor recognized it. Because every time he delivered services, it surpasses everyone. My challenge is, if Daniel was enabled by the Lord to perform and deliver that exceptional services because he possesses the spirit of excellence, thereby he displayed exceptional qualities. I believe, graduates, as you start cultivating that desire today, you will eventually realize that if others has accomplished a high level of achievement in life, you too would realize that in your pursuit. And number three, why spirit of excellence is so important. Because spirit of excellence makes you a preferred one. A spirit of excellence enable you a preferred one. You know, there are thousands of good men possesses different talents, different abilities. But why Daniel was chosen by the king to serve as his right hand among the 120 key leaders representing different nations in the world? Daniel was one of those three important leaders who could enter directly to the courts of the king, and at the same time, Daniel became number one among the three. Why Daniel became a preferred one when the king has chosen his right hand is just because Daniel pursued the spirit of excellence. You know, in the world we are living in, kung meron pong isang bakanting trabaho, ang dami pong mga applicants. Don't try to pull down and destroy others just for you to have that position or job. I would encourage you to just develop the spirit of excellence, and that spirit of excellence will take care your promotion, your elevation, and eventually will bring you into a very important position in life. Why the Lord has chosen Daniel? Because he knew that Daniel will never compromise the truth. Daniel will always stand right with him, with God. And as Daniel would continue to follow God's call in his life, God alone will be glorified and continue to display God's glory. And number 4, why spirit of excellence is so important in pursuit of our career. Because spirit of excellence enable you realize your exceptional achievement. Daniel was noticed by the king and set him over the whole realm, the whole kingdom, is just because through the spirit of excellence, Daniel realized his exceptional achievement. Every assignment that the king has given him, Daniel has exceptionally achieved and even exceeded the expectation of the king. My question is, have you experienced given an assignment? And my question is, did you deliver exceptional services that the one who delegated you that job, his expectation was surpassed by your performance? Spirit of excellence would enable you not compromise the high level of achievement. You will never be satisfied with mediocrity, because mediocrity is a spirit that keep on pulling down people. And it is the enemy of excellence. Very sad to say that many people settled in that level, the level of mediocrity. But that is the great enemy of excellence. Never settle down in whatever level that makes your life easy, but always aim high, because God will help those who will help themselves. And number 4 or number 5, why spirit of excellence is necessary? Because spirit of excellence empower you to win every battles in your life. As you will continue to pursue your career in life, you would realize that there are many battles. You know, when Daniel was eventually chosen to be the right hand of the king or the emperor, those 120 or 119 leaders started to conspire against him. They want to kill Daniel. But the problem was, with regards to the law, they found nothing against Daniel. But one day, they were able to find one thing, and that is against his God. Why? Daniel prayed 3 times to his God. These people, leaders, representing different nations in the world, conspired against Daniel. They were able to convince the emperor to edict or declare law that every man and woman, everyone in the whole kingdom will never and will not worship any god except the emperor. And they put that in law. Eventually, they were able to put Daniel in the lion's den. But God has never turned his back to Daniel. I know that many of you would be identified in this life Daniel has went through. Whenever you experience elevation in life, there are always people who doesn't like you. Because spirit of envy is something that became a challenge to everyone's heart, except if they allow God to enable them overcome it. What I'm trying to convey here is, it is necessary for you to realize this so that you will be prepared. Every leader, everyone who rose in the higher rank of leadership has their own experience in history to tell. But here comes Daniel. He never gave up, but he continued to pursue the spirit of excellence, and he ended up became so powerful in the land of Babylon. And so with this, I believe that whatever challenges that you will experience in the future, you're designed by the Lord to win so that you will realize your dreams in life. And number 6, why spirit of excellence is so important? Because spirit of excellence enable you not to compromise your divine calling, divine mandate. Actually, God has called Daniel in the land of Babylon to be used by him so that his glory would be recognized by the emperor. And eventually through Daniel, because of the miraculous intervention of God upon the life of Daniel, when Daniel was saved by God from the lions, the king has made an edict that every nation in the world under Babylon, they need to worship not the God of Babylon, but the God of Daniel. It is necessary for us, regardless of your religion, regardless of your faith, there is only one God in heaven that all of us should recognize and serve. And last but not the least, spirit of excellence enable us experience reversal. Why reversal? The evil intent of your enemy can be reversed into your greatest victory. Daniel experienced that. All of those leaders in Babylon, aside from the emperor, they conspired against Daniel. But if you would read chapter 6 of Daniel, verses 18 to 23, you would note there that the God of heaven, whom Daniel served, has reversed those evil intent of his enemy. And Daniel was eventually experienced great success in life. And the good thing there was, Daniel never compromised and he never gave up. That though he experienced great success, he remained humble, faithful, and his passion was never changed. What was his passion? To serve the people as an expression of his service to God. Before I would end, I would like to challenge every one of you, especially to you graduates. Never compromised your passion. Never embrace the spirit of mediocrity. Rather, start now to cultivate in your heart the spirit of excellence. And with this, I pray that this message would serve as your motivations, believing that God is not a God that only favor few, but He has planned to each and every one of you. If you have time, I would encourage you to read the life of Daniel, and you would truly understand the points that I tried to deliver to you this very special day. Sorry for my voice, but I need to have these records because I know, and my prayer is this will serve as your motivation as you would decide now what